today we have the pleasure to interview Max Payne Griffin. He's an UFC fighter and had the generosity to give us some time to speak. So first of all, thank you, Max, and welcome to Somos MMA.
Thank you, man. It's an honor. It's a pleasure. My pleasure.
Well, and Max, tell us, how are you? How are you dealing with all this COVID-19 situation?
I'm good, man. It's a little bit crazy. It's been going on in the United States. I want to say since March, since my last fight. I fought on March 7th. Everything got shut down that Monday for us. So it's been COVID, since March. It's interesting. It's interesting over here. Everything's shut down. Everyone's wearing the mask.
Yeah.
Everyone's worried, and the economy, and it's wild, man. How are you guys doing over there in Argentina?
Well, here we are in quarantine. We're having lockdown more than 120 days. So here we are hanging up. I don't know. You can do much,
Yeah.
But well, we are here. We keep on the show running, and we wanted to talk with you. How is training going on in the middle of this pandemic?
It's good. It's a little bit different. We're having smaller classes, kind of a secret classes, on the low, because gyms are supposed to be closed. So we're sneaking around training. I'm getting a lot of one-on-ones, which is awesome. A lot of mitt work, a lot of pad work, working my Muay Thai. I got doing a lot of pad work, working my kicks. I got a lot of stuff coming out, and making the best out of it. It's like at first when everything shut down, we didn't have all the crazy machines and everything. So it's kind of like we had to get old school, like old school Rocky. A lot of running and jumping and
chasing chickens.
Yeah, chasing chickens, man.
And which do you prefer, the old school style or the regular training?
I used to do the old school training. My coach Dave Miranoble, real old school. Wake up in the morning, run, hit the bag, all the old school stuff. That's what I used to do, right? And then as I still do it, but you evolve, and then you start going to UFC and the Performance Institute. You got all these machines that work out for you, and all these technical, all these fancy machines. And I like both, but I really had to embrace the old stuff, because you could do that with no equipment, with no push-ups, pull-ups, all the stuff, throwing rocks around, all the stuff in the environment. And I kind of like it, man.
Yeah. And Max, tell us, when are we going to see you fight? Are there any offers, something?
Yeah, we're looking at September. They asked me to fight a couple weeks, I think last month, but it was like 8 days notice. It was like 8 days notice, and for COVID, I couldn't have made the weight, so I turned that down. So we're looking at September.
Okay.
Yeah, looking at September. So.
And are there any names?
No, man. No. I tried to fight Carlos Condit because he wanted to come back and do a fight. But they didn't. They turned it. Not Carlos turned it down, but the UFC did.
The UFC.
They wanted him to fight. I think Matt Brown. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. OGs. We'll see.
Well, who would you like to face when you come back, Carlos Condit, or is there anyone that you say, this is my fight, my dream fight in this moment?
I've always wanted to fight Cowboy Cerrone. Always.
Yeah.
I just really want to fight the guys that are real good. I want to fight the best guys. That's why I'm here. That's why I got to the UFC. I wanted to fight the best in the world. That's what I wanted to do. And, I fought some really good guys, and I want to fight more. I want to fight guys I want to fight, and I want to fight guys that want to put on the show,
And let me ask, what about the Cowboy Oliveira, Alex Oliveira? Your last fight was against him. It was a split decision, loss. But would you like a rematch, because it was a really close one?
Yeah, it was real close. I didn't think about a rematch. I don't really think about rematches. I mean, I wouldn't mind running the bag, but especially when it's that close. You know, I got real bloody in that fight. I felt I won the first. You know, hurt him. Thought I won the third, but you know, it's a split, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what can you do? You know, but you know, it was a good fight. It was a war. I mean, I wouldn't mind. You know, ones like that you feel like you won. You know, those are the ones you want to get back, right? If you get your ass whooped or something, then that's different, right? But that would be one actually that I would like to run back.
And Max, do you think the blood coming from your head bothered you a little bit, and that was a factor on the fight, or it was just
the blood sucks, man.
Yeah,
blood,
it was a bloodbath.
I couldn't see. I've bled in fights, but I haven't been so bloody that I couldn't see. My eyes were sticky. It looked like a kaleidoscope when I was trying to see. It was blurry. I didn't have my depth perception. I remember when the ref was like, when they checked me, they checked it. Like, you okay? I was fine. I just couldn't. My vision was like glassy, like foggy. It's like your eyes are open, but it's a fog. It's hard. It's hard to explain, man. But I had that. Had the blood in my eyes. I remember when I was on my back, transitioning, there was blood literally, like level with my eyes because I was on my back. The blood filled my eye sockets with blood, like all the way. And interesting, man.
Yeah, but nevertheless, I remember that you were able to flip the position and get on top of Oliveira with all
It was all last close, man.
bloodbath. Yeah, it was a crazy fight.
Yeah, it was all senses. You know, I couldn't see shit. So
Yeah.
all
And
senses, man.
Max, talking about the welterweight division, what analysis can you make about it? Do you think that Kamaru Usman is gonna keep the title for a long time after the recent fight against Jorge Masvidal?
I think he might. I think he's with a new team. He's with Trevor Whitman and those guys out in Colorado. So I think they're gonna work with him a lot. But it's kind of open. You got a lot of guys in the welterweight division that like aren't fighting, that are just kind of some guys are hurt, but there's not a lot of movement, right? Nate and those guys don't want to fight. I think Leon Edwards, is he still hurt? You know, there's a lot of guys that are in the top heap that it's like locked. You know, no one's moving, no one's doing nothing. So we'll see what happens.
And in your opinion, who should be the next title contender? You can say Max Griffin. It's allowed. Don't worry.
I think Gilbert Burns, man. I think he should have. He's been hot, you know, and I was looking forward to this fight with Usman and him, but now I think it's a little bit different because he did that title defense around Masvidal, but Masvidal might try to get in there, so who knows, man.
Yeah. And Max, I have seen in your social media that you like to root for your former opponents. Is that right?
Some of them, most of them. Yeah. Unless they're a prick and I can't stand them, there's only been a couple guys out of all the guys that I really don't like, but we're warriors, man. I mean, some of my best friends are guys that I've fought.
Yeah.
You know, went to war with, shared blood with. Alizu Zaleski dos Santos out in Brazil.
Yeah.
In the Sao Paulo, and we had a fight of the night. We got stitched up together backstage. You know, it was beautiful, but that's what it's about, man. Fighting like that, and there's something about it. There's something special about that. And then you see them, you know, that they fight another guy. Hey, you want him to win. You want him to do well. I wish him the best. And that's just me wishing one of my friends' success. Hey, and it makes you look better too.
Yeah, and I think it's like it's a part of being a martial artist, right? Because I think that the respect and the honor is kind of that, no?
Very important. Very important. I have a martial arts upbringing, and the honor, the respect is hand in hand with that. You gotta have it. You gotta have it.
Yeah.
Sorry for my English, but do you prefer Max Griffin fighter or Max Griffin meme king?
You can only fight for so long, I'll be the meme king, baby.
The meme king.
Gracias por visitar Somos MMA en YouTube. No olvides suscribirte a nuestro canal y activar las notificaciones para seguir disfrutando de nuestro contenido.